So, nice to meet you all. Some people I know, some people I see you for the first time. My name is Yumiko Asakura. I'm originally from Japan. Now I live in London, and I've been working with Starseed and Dragon over 20 years worldwide. And today I am going to talk a little bit about Starseed and how Starseed can work with Dragon and how you can work with Dragon as Starseeds. And I will first talk about a little bit more about Starseed so you can possibly relate yourself to it and understand what I'm going to talk about in this workshop. So maybe most of you understand what Starseed is when you decide to join in this meeting, but Starseed are the people who originally came from the other planet or other universe to reside in this planet Earth. So we are obviously human from this planet, but our soul's origin in the other planet or in the other universe. So we have sort of history or memory or ability from the other planets, which we intend to use it in our life on this planet to complete our spiritual mission. So the people who are starseed, who are called starseed, are actually just a human on this planet, but who has spiritual origin in the other planets or in the other universe. So often they have memory from the other planet of the universe. And at this time on this planet, it is called the time of ascension, which is not Christian ascension, but it is a time where our dimension is moving towards a higher dimension and the universal dimension is shifting into something fantastic, something new. So this is a time for change, not only for this planet, but for the universe. And the starseeds who came to this planet has a mission to start this evolution of what is called ascension from this planet, spreading to all different places of the universe and to different planets. That's why we came from the other planets to initiate this evolution from this planet. So that's most of the starseeds' purpose to be on this planet, because the ascension starts from this planet. This planet is is born with a mission to kind of facilitate the evolution of this whole universe. So when this planet is born, many starseeds were instantly attracted to this planet, because part of our soul, even when we are in the other planet, was attracted to the soul of this planet. So we moved from the other planet to live in this planet. For some starseed, they have more than dual life. Like some people are in their own planet at the same time they are on this planet. So they feel some sort of dual life. Some people are having dual life, and some people are feeling like longing to go back to their hometown or home planet. And it is natural for us to feel that, but it is not because we want to go back. It is because we want to remember why we came here, and we want to remember who we originally are spiritually. So that's part of the longings and the development for starseeds at this time. So many starseeds are awakening to be really unique in this universe, to be very much confident, to become more confident about who they are and what sort of unique value they are going to provide into this, starting from this planet to the universe. So that's where we are as a starseed. And the dragons are, I can say, creature or the being who can help us starseed, or who are very, very powerful. And it has been around in this planet for a long time. Some of the dragons came from the planet Sirius, and some of the dragon came from the other part of the universe, and some of the dragon were born in this planet Earth. So there are many kind of dragons, and I've been working with dragon from a babyhood. So I know very much about dragons, and I work with dragon. Uh, I can ask dragon to do things, or I can ask dragon to help others, or I can ask dragon to do some light work for this planet as well. So as I do that, I started to attract people who want to do the same. So I've been teaching how to work with dragon for over 20 years, maybe over 20 years. And that become part of my specialty, mainly in Japan, because I was busy teaching mostly Japanese people, and I only taught a little bit of people, maybe just a few in this country about dragon. And I understand the dragon is appreciated differently in the other countries. So maybe in Christian tradition, dragon may be evil, but the dragons I'm working with are quite sacred, and they are from higher dimensions. So they can go beyond dimensions, because they go beyond dimensions, like they work in different dimensions. They have special ability and quality to go beyond the dimension and work through the dimension. So they can walk in third dimension, fifth dimension, 18th dimension, 108 dimensions, many dimensions they can work with. So it's very, very powerful and useful when you can work with dragons, because they will help you to achieve whatever you can't achieve on your own. And at the same time, with their ability and quality to go beyond dimension, they can go beyond the time and space as well. And the work volume they can do for you is quite significant. For example, when I work with dragon, with earthquakes and all sort of this movement of the planet, they have such a power to just move around energy in the planet. So, for example, if I have to cleanse certain area of the planet or the Earth, it might take a long time for a human being to clean it with your energy, or you working with spirits and all sorts, like as a shaman or as other sort of light workers. It takes a while. But when you work with dragon, they can do it in a very short time, like a day, sometimes in a moment or in 1 hour or something, which is really helpful when you can just shorten the work from 3 months to like 5 minutes, or 3 months to 1 hour or something. Or sometimes without the help of the dragon, you cannot achieve certain work, because some works takes too long, or some work is too much for you to do. But with the help with the dragon, that become possible. So working with the dragon help you to overcome your limitation, and you can awaken to your own intention, which may be sometimes higher dimensional intention, which can be at the moment limited by the third dimensional uh, qualities we have. Like we have body and we are living in third dimension. So it's very hard for us to go beyond the dimension or time and space. So for that case, dragon can help you or help us to go beyond the dimension and achieve whatever we intend spiritually from the origin, the spiritual origin we have had as a star seed, which is beyond the third dimension as well. So it is very interesting, and it is making us really hopeful about what we can do living on this planet as a third dimensional being, but we can still do the higher dimensional work. I also teach how to develop higher dimensional consciousness, which I have なんだっけ trademarked in Japan, because there are so many people who say that they can, but they are not really doing it. So I am kind of making sure that people do not trick others that they can do the higher dimensional development. But what I mean by higher dimensional development is development of our conscious area, our consciousness to accommodate our higher dimensional needs of being. Also, it helps us to go beyond the time and space. But in order for us to go beyond time and space, we have to allow us to go beyond, which means if we have any problems or the karma or traumas from the previous lives, when we go beyond the time, we will be facing all that at the same time. So in order to go beyond the time and space, we often have to heal our previous lives. And we often have to heal our being so we can appreciate what we will know when our consciousness shift to the higher dimension. So that sort of healing and development of the higher dimensional consciousness I have been doing in Japan. And I only do it when it is absolutely necessary for the person, for the purpose of the person, because everybody's purpose and everybody's uh, intention is different. Our spiritual purpose is all different. So I kind of customize the higher dimensional consciousness development accordingly to everyone's purpose. So I only help people to develop that consciousness when their purpose has been met for the need of development. And at the same time, what I have been managing to do in Japan is when I teach certain method, I use higher dimensional energy. So they need higher dimensional consciousness. So they have the need to develop the higher consciousness, higher dimensional consciousness in order to use certain skill. So they can develop the higher dimensional consciousness in order to use certain skills I have developed. And by using this method, no matter what their personal purpose is, they can try the higher consciousness, higher dimensional consciousness, which helps them to go beyond time and space. For example, when you have higher dimensional consciousness, you can send healing beyond the time and space, and the person who is receiving healing feel exactly as if you are in front of that person, and you can even heal their past or heal your past or heal your future if you can channel your future. So your energy can travel travel beyond time and space, and your activity as a person, if you allow your consciousness to do so, you can achieve much more things in a very short time because you go beyond the limitation of the time and space. And it is as much as you can allow. And I will help people to develop that higher consciousness. But as I have already explained, to go beyond the time and space and to have the higher dimensional consciousness can be challenging for the third dimensional person. So you have to have a strong will and strong purpose in order to have that consciousness. And it's not for everybody to be so strongly focused in one purpose to go beyond that dimension. So in explaining in a short way, it is the easier way is to ask the dragon to help us to do the higher dimensional work, or help us to do the work that we can't do as a person, but we know we can do it as we are from the other planet or from the other dimension originally. So we know what we can achieve, but we cannot at the moment because we are restricted by this third dimensional body and mind, which we need to live as a person on this planet, which is also very important. I'm not saying that it's better to go beyond higher dimensional. It's better to go and have that higher dimensional consciousness. We are, if we need, we will, but we need this third dimensional consciousness to do the work as a person to start from this planet. So working with dragon really help us to achieve something without becoming almost like superhuman, but stay as a human, but achieve whatever we spiritually intend. So as we awaken as a starseed, as we start to remember our spiritual mission as a starseed, it will become more and more helpful to have the dragon on our side and work with them. So now I will explain a little bit about how you can work with dragon and what sort of dragons there are on this planet and how they will approach you, because it may be already around you, already waiting to help you. So I will explain that maybe as you listen to my explanation, maybe you can start thinking about it and start becoming more accepting about this support. Or maybe you will understand what's actually already happening around you and make sense about it. So I think I'm hoping that whatever I have explained is making sense to you to some extent. I'm hoping to just make it understandable and give you give you this workshop as an opportunity to open up to your potential, which is unique to yourself. So let me explain about the dragons. uh, you There are so many stories about dragon all around the world, and there are some stories which doesn't sound like dragon, but people think it's dragon, and I can't just check everything. This is real dragon. This is not. So I will explain about my experience of dragon, who will be helpful for you to access to, or for you to connect to and work with. So the dragon I'm working with, there are so many different kind of dragons, but they are, I can categorize them into certain helpfulness. So there are some dragons who, I am also a shaman. There are certain dragons who work with the shaman, or who work with those people who help people to heal spiritually. And those dragons can travel in the timeline, and the dragon can help the person to heal the previous lives or experience what actually had happened in the previous life. That sort of help they can do. So some dragons can take you to the previous life. You can ride the dragon sometimes, or they have you ever seen the dragon holding the kind of crystal ball? It's a really special crystal ball. It can hold the memory and energy in that ball, so they can take the ball with them and bring back whatever you need to know about your previous life, or the energy you will need to heal yourself. They can bring you whatever you need instead of you going there by yourself. Going there by yourself is fun sometimes, but it can be traumatic sometimes as well. And I traveled with dragon, and I also help people to ride the dragon. And when they ride the dragon, they come back like shivering, because it's such a kind of shocking movement to ride the dragon and go beyond the dimension and come back. It's such a very short time, and so many things happen, so they are kind of shaking when they come back. And it is fun experience, as long as you have somebody like me who can kind of help you to receive whatever you have experienced and adjust your energetic state. So with that given that I can help those people who travel with dragon, and when they come back I can adjust them as well, that can be fun. But most dragon who help the shamans and the spiritual healing hold crystal balls to help you. So if you are approached by those dragon with a crystal ball in their hand, it is possible that they want to help you to heal yourself or other people, the spiritual past or spiritual aspect. And also, those dragons tend to be green and blue, or the greenish blue or bluish green. It's a color of nature, like color of leaves and color of the wind. And those blue and green dragon tend to be in the wind in the nature, like I can see them sometimes in the mountain. So they are with the nature, and the nature hold, especially the tree hold all the memory of past lives. If you are shaman and if you can touch the trees, you can read a whole history of that area, because the trees and nature hold the history of the planet. So it is also that these blue and green dragons are also connected to those natural history, natural power of holding a history of this planet. And whatever the nature hold is not our personal experience, but the possibility of the experiences. The reason why we have spiritual life problem is we don't quite understand what actually happened. And by understanding what actually happened, we can understand why it happened and what sort of meaning it has and what sort of possibility we can learn from it. So that sort of process, some dragons can help. So that's a blue and green dragons, and they tend to help you to heal your spiritual struggle or problems. Or sometimes working with shamans, they can heal the lost souls. But the dragons doesn't have any dragon doesn't have any mission. They don't have purpose. They are helpers almost. They themselves doesn't do anything. They are most of the time bored. So they will have fun playing with people, working with somebody who has similar vibration or similar intention, like they are good at doing something, but they don't know what to do, because they're so powerful, they can achieve everything, no problem, which leaves them very bored of everything. Like if you can't do anything, you don't really want to do anything, because you don't feel motivated. So it is us, Starseed and people, who give motivation to the dragon as well. And that's how we play with dragons. For dragons, working with them is almost like playing together. So it is more fun. And when we are working with dragon, you feel excited and playful. So that's how they feel at the same time. So that's a green and blue dragon. And there is another dragon, which I can see a lot in Japan. It's a white dragon. Maybe you have seen this movie, a Japanese anime called Spirited Away, and you see the white dragon in the movie. White dragon is a river, the dragon of the river. It's a not the water, but the river, and river is significant symbol for life and destiny. You remember how the river uh, become river, that it was firstly laying onto the mountain, and it gathers up to create a river. It is like our human life. We fall down as a baby, and we gather and grow bigger, and we ended up going back to the ocean and become the rain again. So it's a kind of flow of life, and white dragon hold this wisdom of life and destiny. So white dragon will help us to just understand our life, accept what's happening, and face our life, live our life, be aware of death and birth. There are many books about death. It is sometimes important to be aware of the death to really live, and dragon will help us to just receive that wisdom of our life. So the dragon can help those people who are lost in their life. And I have been really helped by those white dragons as a baby and as a person. I am born awakened, and when I'm awakening, I was just a baby. And even though I can heal the spirit, but I can't talk and I can't walk. So what I could have done was really limited, and I was desperate to just live my life. And I was completely bored and in despair that I can't do anything and I can't even create my environment as I want. Even though spiritually I should have been born in a perfect environment, but I get daily struggled, and the dragon will come down and take me to swim down the river from the top to the bottom to the ocean, allowing me to experience the full flow of life by becoming a river together with it. And just it's again, I was again riding the dragon, but becoming a part of the river to just appreciate how life is and how I live my life. So it really helped me to just stay put and be hopeful about my life. So that's how I experienced. But what most white dragon can do is it can guide people, it can help them to find their purpose, it can help them to connect their spirituality, it can help you to just be kind to yourself. That sort of thing White Dragon can help. And White Dragon also help you to connect to your sacred aspect of you, or White Dragon can also help you to connect to the sacred beings like gods and angels and sacred spirits that you want to be working with, or you want to be guidance, you want to have guidance from. So they will help you to connect those beings as well. White dragon often come with the Quan on their back, and they just come down with the Quan and help you to be aware of your destiny, or just to give you more power. So that's sometimes white dragon would do. And if you are seeing white dragons around you, maybe it is trying to help you, or maybe it is trying to help your people around you. Working with white dragon, you can guide people by the help with the dragon, and with green and blue dragon, you can help people to heal them spiritually, or you can help them to connect to their soul as well. So that's white and green and blue dragon so far I explained, and I hope it is making some sense to you, but I will move on to explain more of the other dragons. So other dragons you sometimes see is a black dragon. Nowadays, black dragons are becoming really popular because it's such time for this planet to change so much. Black dragon is a dragon of change, and it's a change for people to create themselves, to create who they really are. So black dragon, what black dragon is good at is it is good at destroying things without hurting. So, for example, when there is a huge earthquake coming to some area, and if I want to make it smaller, then I will use a black dragon, and black dragon will come down to the area and destroy the energy flow of that area, so it doesn't have to be physically broken. When it's when it's destroyed or broken by energy or by spiritual some sort of way, uh, it can sometimes just get recreated without physically broken. And of course, there are some needs for some area or some earthquake to break it physically, but many times we can avoid having earthquake to happen by the help of black dragons. And it's not only those planet Earth kind of things that the black dragon can help, but black dragon can also help people to uh, allow them to just let go of their old self and allow people to recreate who they really are. It's a very powerful process. For some spiritual emergency or spiritual awakening, black dragon can help without really damaging the person's psyche, but gently break what is old, what you need to let go. It will help you to let go. So that's what Black Dragon can do. And many of people from in the midlife crises can be helped a lot by Black Dragons as well. So yeah, when you attract those Black Dragons, maybe you have a sort of mission to help people to recreate themselves or spiritually awaken themselves. So maybe you are light workers or protector of certain areas that you need to use black dragon, and that way you can attract those dragons as well. And some people who attract black dragons are catalysts who can help people to just awaken to their new self. That's also possible. And black dragon used to be a red dragon, but they become black as they come up onto this the surface of the planet. They are really rare dragons which can be seen nowadays are red dragons. Red dragons in the core of the planet, which is really close to the Earth soul. The Earth soul is in the core of the planet, and red dragon comes up to the surface of the planet of this Earth, and it becomes dark. It becomes black as it comes up. So black dragons were originally dead in the core of the planet, but they leave the core of the planet to help people to awaken spiritually or to help the changes of this planet. So it used to be the dead dragon and come up to become a black dragon, but there are some red dragon coming up as the red dragon nowadays, which is more powerful catalyst. The red dragon is really powerful. When the red dragon wouldn't be attracted to people very often, but the red dragon's task is to just start some sort of spiritual emergency in certain area, or some spiritual teacher can attract red dragon to have a really big spiritual emergency to be awakened to be a spiritual teacher as well, or the shaman. So the red dragon is a very powerful catalyst, and sometimes we see that on the planet. And whatever I'm explaining about those dragons are what I have experienced. So you might have different experiences from different dragons, but these are just examples for you for your difference. And I will also explain about golden dragons. Golden dragons are a bit different from the dragons I have explained so far. They are golden dragons and silver dragons as well. The golden dragons are really sacred dragons. They are not from this from the earth, but they are born from different dimension to come to us to help us to uh, enjoy our life. Enjoy our life means like not having fun. It is having fun, but it's not that sort of fun. It is more about being honest to yourself and daily learn what is the joy for you. Not the superficial joy, but the deep joy, like ecstasy sort of joy. When you are really achieving your purpose, when you're really following who you are, you feel such joy which is not comparable to any other joy you experience in your life. That sort of joy the golden dragon tried to awaken in people. So the golden dragon help people to receive from themselves, and dragon help you to remember who you really are and help you to enjoy your life. I only have a very strange examples from my own personal experiences, because my experience is a little bit odd, but I will still share that because it was funny. When I came to this country, I was working with a very famous saint in India, not willingly, but I happened to work with very famous Indian saint, and I didn't like the fact that I'm working with him, but I was. So I was overwhelmed how important that person is, and I don't feel I'm important, but obviously I had some mission, like everybody does, and I was so stressed to some extent, and I was trying to achieve a lot, and this golden dragon came in to just make me laugh. Like it's a huge golden dragon came to me and tried to make me laugh. And that huge golden dragon, maybe it was not very golden dragon, but what he did was he tried to become a little squirrel in front of me, like I can try to be a little squirrel, but I can't. So it's just trying to make me laugh that such a huge, amazing golden dragon is trying to be a little tiny squirrel, which is impossible, but he's trying to do it to make me laugh. And that was exactly what this Indian saint was probably trying to do for me. Then I started to think maybe I don't have to worry too much, and maybe I just need to enjoy my life and have some fun and make myself happy. And that's how I achieve my purpose. So it just really made me relax about what I should be doing with my life. So it is maybe that golden dragon was a bit mischievous, but most of the time golden dragons comes to us and give us the shine and help us to be free from fear, or help us to be more relaxed, or to allow us to be happy, allow us to love ourselves. That sort of healing it will provide, golden dragon. Maybe it's you will feel differently depending on what you are needing from them. But the golden dragon is, generally speaking, healing is their quality, like healing, spiritual healing, and also physical healing. They can heal your body and they can heal your soul. So they are quite healing, and sometimes they are also help. They will help maybe your situation to have a positive impact. Like when you are in trouble, golden dragon will come around and give you the shine, and you suddenly started to have different ideas about the situation. You become more creative. You become more intuitive. So that's sometimes how it helps. And I use golden dragon a lot to send healing to people because they're very powerful. Some people, if you're a healer, you might have experienced that some people are not really willing to receive any healing. They are so resistant to be healed. They are feeling guilt. They are not really wanting to be healed. But the dragon can break that wall and help people to receive healing. So it can be catalyst. It can be catalyst in uh, about healing because it helps people to move on. And that's a power of a golden dragon. And that's a power of golden dragon. And also, I will talk about silver dragon, which has been really helpful. Silver dragon is very much the dragon who travels all around the universe, and it gathers all the information you need. It will help you to connect to different part of the universe. So I'm also alchemist, and alchemist needs a lot of information. We need to gather things, and the silver dragon travel all around the universe and find whatever I need. So I don't have to look around, but I can ask a dragon to get this, get that, and they will come back in a second with what I needed, which is not the material. Most of the time, that's wisdom or the knowledge or the memory of something or something I need for the moment. So without golden a silver dragon, it takes much longer for me to create something. But with the help of the silver dragon, I can get the ingredient really fast. So I can create something for my client, for people in that instant. So I can't do my work without silver dragon as alchemist because I need so much ingredients and information in order to create something sometimes. So that's what silver dragon does. And if you're light workers working with different planets, different part of the universe, you also need information because sometimes you don't know about that area, and the silver dragon will gather the information so you can work with it, so you can help people in that field, help not only people but other planet, other area of the universe. So that's what a silver dragon does. So as I explained, you may be already understanding that you attract dragon accordingly to your purpose. So if you are working in specific area, the dragon will be attracted to you. So I am a dragon master sort of person. So just by listening to my talking, just by connecting to my energy, I'm already helping you to attract dragon. I'm opening your channel to connect to the dragons. So just by listening to my talk, even when you're not interested in just letting it talk in your background, I am still helping you to connect to the energy of dragon at the moment, which is nothing special. It's actually daily natural. It is something which your spirit, your soul is wanting, because I can only help people when they want. So I am just, by the help of all these dragon which actually around me at the moment, I am helping you to be open to the help of the dragon. So maybe after today's talk, you may be attracting dragon more, or you may be attracting some help. You don't have to realize, oh, this is actually dragon. You will feel somehow things happen much quicker than before, and that can be possibly you're receiving help from the dragon as well. I'm not convincing you that they are dragons, but I'm hoping you can receive help from those beings who are dragons. And they are not aliens. Those dragons who can work with people are trained uh, on this planet mainly. And if you know anything about ancient alchemy, the dragons are often trained in the cloud. You know, in the sky you see the cloud. That's a physical cloud, but there's a spiritual cloud as well. And the dragon receive all the information about this planet from this cloud. And once they are trained in the cloud, then they can start working with people. And there are dragons in the universe, something like dragons in the universe, who are coming to us, coming to me also, to be trained to work with starseeds and starseeds and people on the planet. And often they need to receive training, because they need to create an interface through which they can help people. So the dragon I am helping you to connect already have this interface that can be connected to help people. And just by uh, experiencing this vibrational energy I am sending to you through this talk, you are receiving some protection. Uh, the protection is about kind of rejecting whatever is not right ones, because they are also, you will know, but when it is not right, when you feel uncomfortable, which is not right for you, when you are receiving what you need, you feel happy and you feel beautiful. And that's when you are receiving the right connection, when you're receiving right support. But when you're not feeling right, or when you're feeling scared, maybe you get scared because you are going to become more powerful by having connection with those powerful beings. But even when you're scared, you are kind of excited scared, which is a good sign. When you are scared because you don't feel comfortable, you don't feel beautiful, that probably not the right ones. When you are connecting to the right one, you feel beautiful. You might get scared, but you feel excited and you feel good. You feel right about it. So I want you to trust yourself, trust your feeling, and it is very important that you really enjoy your life, because having what is right for you is to learn what is happy for you. So once you know what makes you happy and what is right for you, it becomes much more easier for you to connect with the right support and the right beings. So the best advice for you to just be safe is really allow you to happy and choose something which makes you happy, not by some reason, without reason. Like when you become happy without reason, that's real. So yeah, just be really honest to your joy and happiness. And that is a key to keep connecting. And once you start to feel more receptive and relaxed, you will attract more and more different beings who will help you. It doesn't have to be dragon, but the dragons are really helpful and waiting to help you. And by having this talk today, I hope and I believe you are more connected to the possibility of connecting to the dragon. So that would be exciting. I am aware of the time that it's 10 to 9. And if you have any question, I would like to answer. And because I am born with those knowledge and this is all my personal experiences. So maybe the way I explain is not good enough, or I need to add more information. So I appreciate receiving question with which I can explain more for you to understand better. So if you have any questions, probably you might have some in the なんだっけ chat. I haven't received. Thank you for receiving questions. So, there is in 2024 important for the dragons. Oh, yes, thank you for saying that because I forgot to say that. In the Chinese and Japanese zodiac, 2024 is the year of dragon, and it is a very important year for us and the dragon is more active for this year. I think I have written somewhere, but the dragon is the only mystical creature in the zodiac. And dragon is a symbol of power and sacredness. So I think this year is dragons are very active and wanting to connect to people. And the people are also in the vibrations, environmental vibrations, that we are open to connect with, not only with dragons, but whoever try to help us to be who we really are. Because as we are starseed, we tend to go beyond dimension and we need support to do that often. So dragons are the perfect teammate or perfect support to help us do so. So it is environmentally and timing wise perfect time to connect with dragons. Also, the dragons are anticipating this to happen, so they are everywhere. And I have trained so many dragons last year in India, in different area in the world, to help people connect with more dragons, because there are certain dragons who have certain abilities, and I wanted to train more dragons to help starseeds. So they are more available, more and more available, I think. So that's first question. And how do we know if we attract a dragon? Do we see it? Some people see it. And the way you see it is like you can imagine there's a dragon around you, or you feel the dragon. You feel the dragon. And maybe people would think you're crazy if you say that I saw the dragon today. So you want to be careful how you experience the dragon, because it might have been only you who is seeing the dragon. And if you tell that to the psychotherapist, they might think that you're psychotic. So you want to be careful with what you say, but you can see the dragon, like you can feel the air moving around you, which is like white dragons or green, blue dragons. You can feel the air moving. And I recently went to the Isle of Wight, and I was called to do the light work. When I'm called to do the light work, there is something happens. Something happens that there will be only me in that area. Everybody leaves the area, and only me will be in the area, so I can do the work, sacred work. So there is a storm, and because there is a storm, nobody climbs the hill in the storm, because you can't really walk. But because I was cold, I was standing in the storm, and the storm carried me to the top of the hill. And it was like I was riding on the dragon, because I was not walking, I was carried up. And in order to do so, you have to be completely trust the wind and entrust your body to the wind. and it is like riding the dragon. So if your connection is very, very strong, you can feel the dragon much more, and you can physically feel the dragon. So that can happen. So it depends how you want to connect to the dragon. But some people see it, some people feels it, some people dreams it. So it depends on how you connect. So yeah. And you can talk to the dragon, but they don't always answer. So they are really whimsical. They only do what they want to do, and if they want to answer, they will. But if they don't, they wouldn't. So you can talk to the dragon, because talking to the dragon help you to connect with them more. But you don't want to become some strange person that you're talking to the air all the time. So you want to be mindful about what you're really wanting to talk to the dragon. Maybe you can ask things to the dragon. They only do what they want to do, and what they want to do is normally a good thing, because they are very wise creature. So it's not like whatever you ask will happen, but they will listen to what you are saying, and they will help you when it is good for them to help. So that's you can talk to the dragon and can you give your input about dragon mentioned in the Bible? So in the Bible, I think the dragon, I'm not very Christian, but I have read the Bible. And in the Bible, there is a dragon kind of beaten by Saint Michael. Like a dragon can be the symbol of temptation or the evil, because dragon is so powerful. And I don't want to judge Christianity, but I think Christianity and some religion try to depress the power, because it doesn't want people to have power. So maybe there is a negative symbol, but it is true, dragon is very powerful, but it's not very bad, or it's not the evil, because I don't see anything evil, like even something evil, it's just resonating that evilness in the person, and that evilness is not really evil, because it's just in ignorance which become evil. So I don't think dragon is evil, but some religions think dragon is evil because it's very powerful, maybe. So that's what I know. Maybe you can search about dragons with Christianity, but I don't think it's very positive in Christianity. And I think how do we connect with the dragon? I already mentioned. And can the dragon appear in the dream? Yes, it can appear in the dream. When you dream of the dragon, I think it also means that you're opening up to the possibility of connecting to the dragon. And another thing which is happening to us is we ourselves is having the quality of dragon ourselves, because as we evolve, we become powerful, and there is some part of evolution that when we came to this planet and limited to this third dimensional being, we gave up some of our higher dimensional quality, which is similar to the power or the quality of dragon. That is coming back to us. And because we also want to stay as a third dimensional person, it's very hard to incorporate that sort of ability. But dragon can help us to just use that faculty we are not using at the moment, but also we ourselves is achieving to use it as us, not as a dragon. So when you see a dragon in your dream, it can mean two things. Like you are opening yourself to connect with the dragon, but also your quality of dragon is trying to awake within you. So that's another possibility if you can think of. And what's the purpose of the dragon in the universe? What dimension they reside? Dragon is beyond the dimension, so they are not in particular dimensions. So dragon in the universe, the dragon only form dragons when there is intention, like intention is like love is the most significant intention in this universe. When there is love, it becomes when there is love, there becomes some it causes some direction or destiny, because love try to create, love try to enjoy, make joy, and to create we need when we create, it is like there is us and there's something we create. So there are more than two things when we create. So when there is more than two things and there's love, they become joy, and they will become a direction. When there's two things, they will become there will be a vibration between two things. Vibration exists between two things. And when the vibration is created, that vibration gives opportunity for more beings to be born. That's how the universe enriches itself. That's how universe evolves. When there's more than two things, and when the two things, everything is made of love. When there's two things, there will be vibration in between, which create karma and direction. And in that karma and direction and vibration, it creates joy and something which is material. That's how the universe evolved. And the dragon is part of those evolution. The dragon is born when there is intention, there's intention, and there is vibration. And because it doesn't belong to any dimension, it suddenly be created as a dragon from nowhere and becomes a being. So that's how I see that how the dragons created. But maybe there are other way to create the dragons. But many dragons who are onto this planet are trained in the planet Sirius, and especially the blue and green white dragons. They are from the Sirius. Many of them are from Sirius, but they are dragons who are not from Sirius, from directly from the universe, as I have explained. When there are two beings, it doesn't mean on this planet. It can be anywhere in the universe. The dragon is born, and dragon is beyond the dimension, so it's not coming from certain dimension. Maybe it's very hard to understand, but you can imagine, and you can create your own way of understanding. You can meditate to understand, because when you have any question, which means you want to know about it, which means you know something about it already. That's why you have a question. So when you have a question, I am trying to answer here, but you can also meditate to find your own answer as well. That can be more exciting. So, and can you mention the future plan for this Starseed group? For this Starseed group. So I am hoping to just do this sort of meeting at least every month or every few weeks, to just share what I have received from the universe or from the other beings, to share with Starseed. And this is my first to make it into YouTube, but I'm hoping to do more of this. And if you are willing to attend again, that would be really exciting, because I myself don't know anything, but when I have audience, I start to talk about something. That's how I started to be a spiritual teacher a long time ago, that I didn't know anything, but the people will come, especially the wise ones like monks, and those people come and ask me questions, and I will start to know what I knew and I didn't know before. So I am very ignorant with people. So it's very exciting to have people to listen and ask me questions. That would be really fun for me. And I am like, you are my teacher, and I am being helped to know what I know. So that's exciting. And to dragon build connection with individual. Yeah. I don't know if they return the same people. As long as they are interested, they are really whimsical, and they only follow their joy, and they are completely free creature. Like they are completely free. There's no karma related to dragons. So if they like you and if they are if it is meaningful for them to come back to you, they will. But it doesn't mean that they will always come to you. But you don't have to have certain dragons come to you all the time, because you can attract whatever dragon you need for the moment. You don't have to have the same dragon. You can name, some people name the dragon, but I don't, because I'll be more excited to see different dragons every day. Like, you come here, I don't know you, but you look nice. That would be fun. And I don't really talk with dragons, but sometimes they are around me and they make me laugh, or that can happen, but not very often nowadays. I tend to work with them in the right work a lot. And so that all the question I had, and I really enjoyed having this workshop, even though it was only me who is talking. But maybe in the future I can invite you to talk as well and share your experience, and that would be exciting if we can do that. And I am so happy that we had this meeting, and I'm hoping to do it again. And I think she already gave some link in this chat that there is a workshop already planned, workshop like this, or the talk like this already planned, which I'll be really excited, and I will gather information for that talk from the universe. So thank you very much for today, for staying here to listen to my talk, and thank you for being part of it. I can see you when your video is on, and I can see you smile, I can see you move around, and I was also sending healing to you because it's my joy to do so. And I hope you have a really nice weekend and nice evening today, and have a really good life. So I hope to see you again, but thank you for today. Thank you, everybody. Have a good evening. And also, whoever who just see the video not participating in here, I am also sending a healing vibration and connective vibration to the dragon in this video. And whoever attended today can watch this again to just make the connection stronger. Thank you.